What's your position on it? Okay. But before that, I've seen some of my friends asking that when you select your ticket after you have dialed the code *387*1#, what do you do? So you will select the number of tickets. One is 5 CDs. So if you want to select like 10, all you do is calculate 10 and then put the amount over 5 by 10 and put the amount over them. Enter it. Now hang in there for a second. They will prompt you so that you put in your PIN, and when you put your PIN, that's it. And then you wait for the draw a bit later on the show, and you just might be on your way to be winning some amount of money. Today is the AM Club Payday promo. But quickly before into that conversation, I've got some more good news for you. There's nothing more pleasing than Top Choco chocolate spread on bread. It has the power to awaken your taste buds and make you happy instantly. The Top Choco 3-in-1 instant mixed chocolate drink is suitable for preparing both cold chocolate milkshakes and cups of delicious hot chocolate. Just add hot water. Introducing the latest addition to our Top Choco family, the Top Choco Cup, which is suitable for everyone and will surely be a crowd pleaser. You can take it to school and imagine serving these cups at birthday parties, picnics, or any other gathering. This chocolatey great treat will definitely make their day. Get your hands on Top Choco Cup today and experience the joy of chocolate spread in a cup. Remember, Top Choco is made with love in Ghana using only the finest ingredient, Top Choco. It is chocolatey. Guys, let's delve into that conversation. Now, this morning, I am joined by Director Kelly, CEO, KKB Multimedia Concept. I am also joined by Nana Khadija Shaibu Dargani, and she is a beauty queen. A bit later, we're going to via Zoom by Phoebe, our favorite family counselor, Phoebe Besimete, at some point in the conversation. Good morning, gentlemen, and good morning, beauty queen.
Good morning.
It's a pleasure to have you.
The pleasure is all mine.
Okay, so Director Kelly.
Yes, dear.
Would you try cohabitation?
Well, in the first place, my understanding of cohabitation is staying with your partner and then indulging in sexual acts. Right?
Okay.
Good. So, per my livelihood, I wouldn't go for cohabitation, but then I don't think it's wrong. Yes.
You would not. So for you, cohabitation is when partners stay with each other and they indulge in sexual activities.
Exactly.
Okay, but if they stay with each other and they are cooking, they're helping, they're doing every other thing apart from sexual activities, that's not cohabitation.
It doesn't happen though. It hardly happens. You can't stay with your partner.
Oh, I've seen it happen before.
Really?
Yeah. So they just make a decision and then that's it. You stay with it.
Stay chaste. Well, I've not seen that.
Celibacy?
I've not seen that.
Really?
In our 21st century?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It doesn't happen.
Anyway, Nana, which one would you like me to address you? Banana or Khadija? Which one?
Khadija is
Khadija.
fine.
Okay. So what do you have to say about cohabitation? Is it something you will try?
Personally, I don't think so. Based on my morals and values, how I was brought up, it's not an option for me.
Okay.
Because I view it to be totally wrong. Why should I be living with a man if we are not married? And you know, that's how come sometimes you have people living together for a long period of time. You have them being in a relationship for 10 years. They're not married. They have all the kids they want to have in the world. And everything I want in a marriage, I'm getting it being in a courtship. So why would I want to go in for marriage right now?
Okay, so what really makes the marriage? What do you think makes the marriage? Is it walking to the aisle, or going to see your parents, or going to court to sign some documents?
Well, you have the legal way of marriage, and we have the traditional. Well, me being a Muslim, we usually go with the traditional. We barely do the court stuff, so yeah, I'm more used to the traditional stuff.
Okay, which will mean that there's a ceremony, or which will mean that your parents will recognize this man as a man that you live with, or as the man that you're married to?
As the man I'm married to.
You're married to.
Yes.
Okay. So, Director There is a Kelly.
Yes, dear.
Yeah, but so for her, it's her religion or how she was brought up, so she would not. But would you attempt to living with your girlfriend for a while?
So that's what I'm getting to. That personally, I wouldn't like that. But on a general level, cohabiting with your partner for a short time is not a problem. It's when you are staying with the person for years that becomes a problem. Do you get it? Some people will not accept your partner to come even over for a month or two, even when you're having problems. But then I would. I mean, come and stay for a while and then go, because you are not married. And with what you said that if you're actually staying with the person, it doesn't give the person the chance to come see your parents and all that. Now, let's look at this. Look at it this way. We know that when you're actually staying with someone, it's quite difficult for them to go and see your parents, yes. But then you get to know that this kind of person I'm staying with, I could actually build a future with. Now, most people that try cohabiting end up breaking up. And in some books, or to some people, it's a disadvantage. But to me, it's an advantage.
Why?
Because I tell people that it's better to have a broken relationship than a broken marriage.
Okay.
So when I'm cohabiting with a person, you get to see certain traits of the person that, I mean, you later realize that I can't live with this person. Assuming you're dating an
How long would
abusive
you like
person.
to stay with this person before you know that you won't be able to stay with this person? But for clarity, here, people in cohabitation differently per how they want it.
Sure.
The law says that when a man and a woman hold themselves as husband and wife in public, when you live a life that suggests to people as husband and wife, you're cohabiting. And so when you do it for a while, the law will see it as each individual having the same right to properties and things that would arise from marriage, as though if things that would arise under cohabitation as marriage. So if we see you in public every day, kissing and hugging, you see you're living just like husband and wife. And
Sure.
this does not suggest that maybe you are having sex in a particular room.
Sure.
I can live here,
Yeah.
and I can live here, and yet I'm cooking and bringing it to you. You're cooking and you're also giving me chop money. Like basically living life like
Even
that.
publicly.
Publicly. Yes, the law says that if anything happened, we're going to see you as husband and wife, because it means that you really wanted to get married, except you have not taken the step. That's on the side. I do not think that people sit and say that let's cohabitate, let's plan and cohabitate. I think that life happens. Do you agree?
Yes.
And puts people in a position that they cohabitate.
Yeah.
Your boyfriend, it starts from boyfriend and girlfriend, right?
There.
And maybe life has happened. I can pay my rent. These are real facts, real scenarios, right? I can pay my rent. So one will opt and say that, then come and live with me, because I like to think that the original intention for both of you to want to be in a boyfriend-girlfriend is because you want to get married. Is that not it?
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. You tell me, you have my attention. Why? You have my attention. Tell me why. What else would be the reason why you want to have a boyfriend and a girlfriend?
Primarily, that is the intention. But
Okay.
then, now that as we know it, if we are only to be frank with ourselves,
I don't
most
know
people,
this. I just
most
know.
people enter into relationship for fun.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. But I cannot work with speculations. As to today, I just can work with what is primarily what we know, or yes, I can work with speculations.
Fine,
I can only work with what I know, and I can have data to support. I may not
Sure.
have data to support this particular
Well,
one,
fine.
but the real truth, not what you feel. That at least when you say I like you or I love you and I want to be with you, you're telling me, or you're indirectly suggesting that you like to spend the rest of your life with me. But I don't know you, so we're
Sure.
getting to know. People describe it as courtship. So you're my girlfriend, you're my fiancé, and all of that. When life happens, you can be in that relationship for a long time, and you're cohabiting. When it happens like that, Khadija, many people are cohabiting, for so many reasons.
Yeah.
I don't see people having a meeting before they say, in light of this meeting, we have agreed that from today we are cohabiting. What do you say to that? Because you have said that, per how you're raised, you will not opt for that.
Yeah.
But if life puts you in a position where you're cohabiting, what's wrong with that? Or maybe you can't have enough of your partner. Like, you like their company so much, so you don't want to leave their space, you don't want to go home and all of that. So it's a myriad of facts, right?
Yeah.
So let's attack the real reason why people would cohabitate.
Well, from my personal perspective, I still, well, looking at the reasons, well, most of the reasons are valid.
Okay.
Probably someone has their parents out of a car, or they have family out of a car. They're probably in a car to make a living, and you meet this young man, I like you, and due to rental issues, you decide to, because we all know rent in Ghana is like crazy.
Let's not overlook the fact that some people can afford rent, but they just want to be with you. They like your company, they enjoy your company. How about that?
For that, I really
You
do
would
not
not.
agree with that at all.
I'll stay with you again. So, apart from the fact that you were raised, what is really wrong with cohabiting?
It has its own disadvantages, like I was trying to say earlier. When people, most of stories I've heard and some of the things I have seen growing up, people, when they cohabitate for a long time, you have people who would really want you in their space, so they go the extra mile to go and ask your hand in marriage and all of that and come live together. And there are others who also have that perception that, okay, I have this lady here with me now. She's cooking, she's washing, she's taking care of me. We're doing everything as husband and wife. So why the rush? Why do I feel the need to go and ask for a hand in marriage right now or something like that? And that, I think it's not okay, because if we are living together, we are in a relationship, before I can have the right to fully move in with you is when I know we are now legal, recognized by society as a husband and a wife.
Okay. You brought a point. I'll come back to you on that point. You will stay on the legal part. Director, what is wrong with cohabiting?
I said it all.
That's you also
Yes,
agree to the point.
I agree to her point.
Okay. Then let's now
But it does have advantages.
Okay. What are these?
One, it prevents promiscuity. In a way, let me explain.
Don't worry, we are not attacking you. Explain.
when you're actually living with your partner, the rate at which you move in with other people gets reduced. It's true. It's true. Now listen, let me base the fact. Let me tell you the thing. Now, if you are living alone, if a guy is living alone, now that most guys invest their money making their rooms into trap zones.
What is trap zone?
Trap zone homes.
What's that?
Those blue light, red light, homes. Guys do that in their rooms.
You've got to speak in a language where understand. What's a trap zone?
I've explained.
Like blue light?
Yes. Those romantic rooms and all that.
Oh.
Mom said that idea.
Anyway, so if you're alone, Amma can come Monday, Adra can come Tuesday, and all that.
The freedom of doing things.
Thank you.
Wow.
Now,
is this a guaranteed reason?
Let me explain. Good. Now, when you are living with your partner at home, you can't bring another person home, right? Okay. So if you want to move to another person, then you have to go for hotel or guest house or something. Now look at the thank you. Now look at the cost of living in Ghana. You can't go to hotels all the time. So it's actually going to reduce. Compared to staying with the person. You get it. Now number two, you get to know certain
person before.
Well, we get there.
You get to know certain traits of the person that you won't know from a distance. If the person is cohabiting with you, you get to see certain. If I'm cohabiting with my girlfriend, I'll get to know whether she can keep a home. You get to, all those things are necessary in marriage. Most marriages are breaking up because they've dated 2 years, 3 years, they decided to get married, but then staying together, they realize that they are not compatible. You will not know this until you've actually tried it.
So the people that got married and it worked and they didn't have to cohabit and the marriages worked.
Thank you. It's because you see, when you're into marriage, you don't. Years
Your
ago.
grandmother's.
Yes, yeah. When you are into marriage, because of stigmatization, you don't want to come out. You are even in the marriage, you're not okay. But you take it like that. You condone to it. You get the people are in marriages, abusive marriages whereby their spouses are cheating or whatsoever, but then they are still in it. They can't leave. partners are doing things that the other partner does not like, but
because
yes,
that is marriage, they've
yes,
legalized
thank
it,
you.
so they can't leave.
Thank you.
The law
No.
never said that if
No.
you were unhappy in your marriage, you can't leave.
But the rate at which you can leave an unhappy relationship
Is
is
higher
easier than leaving an unhappy marriage.
That's
Do you get it? Because with marriage, it comes with signing things, signing divorce papers. You lose custody of children, you lose property. But with relationship, if I'm not okay, I can easily say that I don't want it anymore. I lose nothing. Do you get my point? So it's an advantage.
Okay. I see I mean, he's got some valid points over there. You mentioned that because you'll be recognized and legally married. So I've got two questions for you. If your parents know that you live with this person, the only difference is that maybe they've not paid bride price and all of that.
Yeah.
But your parents know that they live with you. Society can see that when you are going and coming, this is where you are going and coming. There's no other man you're going and coming with. This is the man you're going and coming with. Is that still enough? Would that not be enough? Because you want society to see that this is the person you're with. I'm trying to dissect it and take the legal matter out. Then we can now go to the legal part. All the other reasons, if your parents know, so that when they are looking for you, they know where you are, will that still be okay?
I believe not.
Okay.
That would still not be enough.
Okay, so it means that the ultimate is the legal part. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, the law is telling you that don't be afraid. The law is giving you some assurance that if the moment you're holding yourself as husband and wife, and you have not gone through the legal way of doing it, after a period such as 5 years, they are going to hold you as husband and wife. This means that whether he goes to sign something or he doesn't go to sign, you're protected under the laws legally. Do you not have anything to fear? Would you still cohabit?
I still want. I still want. Cohabitation is like a no-no for me. Even my mom would even kill me before I even have the thought of it.
I understand. I totally understand. But we're trying to like get into the minds of people who have done it and are still doing it, and what are some of the many reasons. And a lot of people say that it is not good. Why? Because you're not legally recognized. But here is what is protecting you.
Okay.
The law is protecting you that, okay, don't worry. In that case, if it is just because you're afraid that this person will not show that they're legally married to you because you don't know what will happen. When there's separation, then where are you beginning from? When the person dies, property issues, family issues, and all of that. So now the law kind of like cushions you and immunes you. So when we take the legal part, we are now left with the moral, the social perception. Is that it? Is that enough reason? Because people can cohabit and they love each other and there's no problem. Do you agree to that?
Exactly. Just that with women especially, marriage is key. Marriage is the prize.
Who said?
I'm telling you.
How?
Why do they go to church 24/7 just praying for marriage?
Who are they?
Women.
In which church?
Let's face facts. We all know that the rate at which women crave for marriage is on a higher rate as compared to men craving for marriage.
Okay, how do we know this? How did we arrive at this conclusion?
How did you arrive at the law stuff that you talked about?
Because
I've not
it's
read
law.
it anywhere.
Oh, you can read it.
Where?
Google. Shall I Google it for you?
Google.
Law, statutory law. So
That
you can go, yeah.
it's
a bill that came in
constituted in Ghana.
2012. Yeah.
It works in Ghana.
Yes.
Works in
If
Ghana.
you haven't explored it,
Even in Ghana, divorce is not divorce here is low like compared to divorce in outside UK or stuff.
Come again.
Divorce here. I mean, if I'm dating you and then we decided to, people even divorce without even signing stuff.
How?
In Ghana here.
Okay, give me a minute. We're gonna open the phone lines, guys. So the phone numbers are on the screen. I want you to join in the conversation. Will you cohabit or not? What's wrong with cohabitation and what is not wrong with cohabitation? And what is the fear in it? And why should it be encouraged or not encouraged? Now let's make the points, Director Kelly. You're making a point that what people divorce and
per the law fact that you are polling, I think it's just a global thing, but it doesn't really work in Ghana.
No, so it's one thing knowing that a law exists, and one thing knowing that people don't explore the law. Let's be clear on it.
Yeah.
Did you understand?
Yes. I understand
It's like
your
we know
point.
that if you jump red light in Ghana. There's a law that's public
Sure.
law says that don't jump
Sure.
red lights. It exists. But the fact that you did it and got away with it does not mean that it doesn't exist.
Well,
Do you understand?
Yes.
So that's clear over
so
there.
on the point that the law is saying after 5 years, the person can be held accountable, probability of it working here in Ghana is very low.
Okay.
Because who is going to hold me accountable if I've stayed with a girl for 6 years and I said, no, I'm not, I don't want you anymore. Just go your way, let me go. Who's going, the law?
I think
No,
it's low because we do not read, we do not learn, right?
Yes.
And that is the problem, because every day of your life that you live, you need to learn. You have to unlearn stuff and learn new stuff.
Thank you.
And I think that is one why some people tend to take advantage of a lot of things and then they get away with it.
Thank you.
Because instead of you reporting it or suing somebody for something wrong they did,
Thank you.
you tell, oh, Lord, dear, oh, they a very long process, so very
it's actually a long process.
and all of that. But at the end of the day, you get justice for whatever is being done to you, and I think that is valid.
It's valid, but if we are talking, we should base it on our geographical area. You get it?
But the law was not quoted from outside the country. That's
Yes,
what I'm
but
trying
then
to-
you go by law, but then,
Yes.
you see...
Let me create a scenario
Okay.
here. And guys, you can join in the conversation. So, are you suggesting that if both of us have agreed that we like each other and so we live together, you wake up in the morning, you go to work, if I'm working or not, whichever way, but we're contributing, say we're building a house. You are maybe bringing money. I am going to fetch water for the people and cracking the stone. I'm contributing something. You're also, but we're not married though, legally. And say after a period, the love sadly turns sour and we say we don't want to be together again. Are you saying that when one person feels dissatisfied, because in some cases, people will say that, you know, unfortunately, we're hoping to be together, but it's not working. And so because of that, we made this during our staying together, our cohabitation together. And so you take this, I take this, and there's understanding. Sometimes families come and then they go. Sometimes children even come.
Sure.
Children coming, in for most cases, children coming for people that cohabitate. And these children, the taking care of them, who takes care, who pays for what, when there's no clarity. Are you telling me that if you decide to seek redress in this country in court, that I have kids with this man, he has not married me legally, but is refusing to bear certain responsibility, the law cannot compel you to do it?
The law can, but how often does it? How
You see, the offenness...
So that's what I'm talking about.
Of it. Do you know the number of people that go through divorce process slowly, but get to the arrival point?
Few.
How do you know a few?
I'm gonna, maybe I should give you data, statistics maybe, but I've got a caller from Dunsuman, except I didn't hear her name well. Papi?
Hello.
Hi, Papi.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm really enjoying the show. Thank you very much for this conversation.
Thank you for calling. Share your thoughts with us, Papi.
The gentleman, I agree with the gentleman a lot.
Okay.
I think that we are hearing him making a point, and we don't even know how many cases in the last 5 years in Ghana have been based on cohabitation. So he has a strong point. He has a strong point. At the end of the day, if I'm staying with someone, me right now, I'm doing cohabitation, madam.
How many years have you been doing it?
If I'm staying with someone right now, and in 5 years, the law says that you can take my property, who will come and say that you started cohabitation in year 1 or year 2? How would anybody know? So that's what I wanted to add. And I think that it helps. It helps a lot because, like you said, when somebody wakes up in the morning, their mood alone can be something that can be a fight for the next 30 years in your marriage.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to solve something like that, and you don't spend time with them, how would you know? Anyway, that's my contribution. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Papi. Okay, so I think that what's happening here is the fact that if you have not explored the law, does not mean that people don't. Because, because it is not because I want to go to court. That's why I'm going to court. There's a matter that is controversial, that you want clarity on it. And we're not going to court because they're going to force you to marry the person. The only reason why people go to court is when properties and issues of misunderstanding they have arisen.
Yeah.
You know, because when you're married legally, and then there's divorce, the law says that at first, the law says that, okay, when the woman has contributed substantially, you give them a certain, and they're able to prove what they contributed substantially, you give them according to that substantial. The law will look at what they've contributed. But now, it went back to 50-50 at what point? The whether or not you divide your property 50. Then it's gone back to case by case. We'll come and elaborate on it. But let's go to Kaneshi. Hello. Hi. Romeo.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Romeo.
Yeah, how are you?
Fine, thank you for asking. How are you too?
God's king. We are alive.
Okay. Are you cohabiting?
Yes, for like 6 years.
Okay. Tell me your experience so far.
Cohabiting is not a bad thing. The only disadvantage in cohabiting is when one loses his or her life. Assuming your partner loses their life, you are in a very big problem because the law is not going to favor you. But if you are married to the person, at least the law will guide you a little because she's your wife. Okay. But cohabiting, your girlfriend, if she passes away, that is the only disadvantage in cohabiting.
Okay.
But apart from that, it will be cohabiting. You live freely.
Do you really live freely? What would you have done differently if you were married legally that you're not doing now?
If I was married, I wouldn't cheat. You understand?
If you are married, you won't cheat.
If I'm married, I won't cheat. But now, I'm a potential cheat. Cohabiting is actually a nice thing, you know.
So basically, there's no accountability. Like, you're not held to a certain standard. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Even when I don't have money to give you, I chop money. I don't have any problem. You can get angry and walk out of my life. It's no problem. But in marriage, it's a must. It's your responsibility.
Okay, Romeo. Did you know that after 6 years now, right? It can happen that you say you don't want to be with her anymore, so she should go.
It's not part of my plans unless she does something that I don't want.
Oh, that's good to know. That's really good to know. Okay, then my question will not be relevant then. Romeo, thank you for sharing your experience with us, okay? Okay, but hold on. Do her parents know that she's with you?
Oh, yes, the parents know.
Okay.
The father is even my best friend.
So why do you think the law will be at you, God forbid, when she passes?
You see, because you've not gone through the right process, the parents can tell you they don't know anything about you. You see,
okay, so that's customary law.
Process and then you are married, you have pictures and other things to back. That one, at least, you'll be safe. But if you don't have, stuff to back you're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Okay. So I think I get what you mean. And the laws that will come after you will be customary law. Yeah. And not like statutory laws. Yeah. Maybe the statutory laws. Thank you so much, Romeo. Thank you. Okay. The statutory laws that may come after you would be if maybe the death is very suspicious and you are not able to prove your innocence, then, it becomes a bit murky. But the things that usually will come after you would be customary law because in some families and in some tribes, when the person dies, then the rites that you have to perform are a bit different if you were already married. Some people, they make you get married to the bride price and things that you would have paid. I've
heard it before.
Yeah, they are there. It's not novel. Some people, they have kids, and if one passes, especially when the woman passes, then the man is going to be compelled to do things that if you didn't marry her, you have to do. Pay bride price for you to now legally recognize the kids as your kids. All right? Yeah. But we'll explore that. Let's go to Oda Shaman and talk to Thomas. Hello, Thomas.
Yes, madam.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay.
I want to contribute to the program.
But first, answer my question. Are you cohabiting?
Yes, please.
Okay. How long have you been cohabiting?
8 to 9 years.
Wow. Tell me the experience.
We are having 2 kids.
You have 2 kids.
Yes, one is 8 years and one is 7 years.
Okay. So why aren't you married officially?
You know, the living is like I'm living alone. I separated myself from like my parents because I want to try and strive hard, you know, just to be a man. So I gather myself. It's not that because I'm having the kids and we are living, I should just let them go. Or I should tell them to go. I should tell the lady to go and be with the parents till I'm ready. So I have to take care of the kids and I have to give them the necessary.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's why we are living together. And
Okay. So basically, you're holding yourself as a husband and father even before the law will say that you are, because what you have done now is you have conducted yourself as a husband and father.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. But so far, so that you'll be able to. Are you gathering yourself so far so that you go and do?
Yes. I guess maybe early next year.
Ah.
I don't want it to be 10 years, so early next year.
Okay. Anyway, Thomas, thank you. But so far, everything is fine. You don't have any challenges?
Yes, everything is fine. We are living peacefully.
Okay.
We are living in happy ever.
Ah.
We attend the same church with the parents. I attend the same church with like my kids and her parents, my in-laws and all that. We live happily because they have assurance to know that I will definitely marry the lady.
Okay.
So it's not all cohabitation relationship that goes wrong.
Oh, sorry, Thomas. So, I mean, you've heard some callers and what they have said. So, in a case of Thomas like this, if he doesn't happen to marry her at all, and tomorrow he decides to say that, listen, pack your baggage and go, right? What I'm trying to let you understand is that it's not a walk in the park like that. You can't just say that I've lived with you 9 years, 8 years, you have kids, and because there's no, how can you prove that I've been with you 8 years and so you can go scot-free? No, unless this woman says that I don't want to pursue it.
Yes, and that's what mostly happens. That's
No, but they
point.
pursue because they're kids. There are kids in there. Who takes care of the kids?
We have several instances whereby even people are actually married. They are separated, and then the husband is not taking care of the kids. He's not taking custody. Like, he's not taking any responsibility of the kids. And the woman can't even go to court.
Why?
In our system, going to court demands finance. I mean, an average person can't just file a case in court.
Actually, an average person can file a case in court. So, the challenges of the judicial system is not a good reason to say that the law doesn't work. That's all I just want you to
Yes, I accept that fact.
Okay.
You get it. But I'm saying that comparing, like, abroad in Ghana.
Abroad, I don't even know whether this law works over there.
I know. It does.
When you hold yourself as husband and wife,
yes, it
the
does.
law can, I don't know this.
Yes,
Okay.
it does. It really works. Outside there, when someone says law, you stand firm. You are scared. But in our geographical area, I mean, we don't even fear the law.
It's not true. Wait till you're in trouble.
I'll wait for that.
Exactly.
Yeah, wait till you're in trouble.
You would know the law.
Yeah, you know the law really works.
It's
I'm not
going
saying
to
it
drag
doesn't
you.
work.
I'm saying that.
But, you know, I'm just
Don't be
making a little
underestimate
comparison. I'm not underestimating it, but I'm just making a little comparison.
Okay.
You get it?
Okay. I guess I understand. So, if you want to find more, you know,
On Google.
not necessarily. So first of all, there's relevant information on Google.
A lot.
Don't even throw that away. Your 1992 Constitution is on Google. Did you know
Sure,
that? Do
yeah.
you have a copy of it?
I do.
Okay.
Hard copy.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. But if then you know that every information is relevant and you can find some. But anyway, let me take your final submissions. I mean, is it a good thing finally for you? It's not a good thing finally for you. If you find yourself in that situation, are there remedies available and all of that? Yeah.
Finally, I
just
still
not a- of
stand.
course,
I
of
still
course.
stand by my reason that it's wrong.
Yeah.
It's wrong because when I even want to look at the religious aspect of it, me being a Muslim doesn't allow me at all. It doesn't, because if you're living with a man, you're not married, you have kids, even Islamically, the kids are not recognized.
Right.
Yes, that's Islamically. Yes, they are there. We know this is the son of this person, the daughter of this person, but Islamically, so me being a Muslim doesn't even allow me to be in that situation at all. Let's say if I should find myself in a difficult situation, I have to cohabit with somebody.
It will be hard.
It will. I'd rather go back to my mom's house or maybe my granny's or my family house, something like that. But to move in fully with a man, knowing that...
Absolutely no for you.
No, it's not.
Understandable. Director Kelly, your final words.
It's not wrong, in my opinion. Despite the fact that I wouldn't personally go into that, it's not wrong at all.
Okay. Thank you so much. You've got social media handles you like to share or something?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Or you can find me on Instagram, Facebook as Deejah Kiss, DeeJahKiss.
Okay, Director Kelly.
Sure, my Instagram handle is Director Kelly Kobe Blues. YouTube, KKB Multimedia Concepts.
Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Well, this cohabitation conversation just started. We'll have a part 2 of it at some point on the show. But thank you so much. And a gentle reminder that somebody's about to win 500 Ghana cedis on the show today. In just like few minutes, somebody's winning 500 Ghana cedis. It's not too late. You can still participate. It's payday on the AM Club today. It's Friday. We promised you and we're going to deliver. So *387 *1#, *387 *1#, and 5 Ghana cedis per ticket. You know that if you select more, you have a higher chance of winning. So keep playing and you just might be that lucky winner. Do stay there tomorrow on the show.
In life, choice is good, but choice plus safety is way better. Your safety and comfort is paramount.